All right, today is December 29, 2013. Hope everybody is having a nice weekend and getting ready to trading for next week and welcome the new year, 2014. We do have a couple more days before the 2013 come to an end. So let's take a look at a few of these momentum stock. The first one is Twitter, and as you can see, Twitter had a very interesting week. And let's take a look at the weekly chart first. You can see this big, sort of, like a shooting star type of a candle here on a weekly basis, and this is a very bearish formation here. You can see that on a week it went as high as the 74, 73, and it gave up most of the gain and closed down near the low, near the 63 level here. And if we take a look at I like to look at the open high, bar chart, and we see that there have been, 5 consecutive upweek. And the first time that we sort of mentioned and start looking at it was somewhere around at this 46.38 level. We're saying that if we break that, like the 46.50, somewhere around there, then we could get in on long on this thing since the IPO. And somewhere up in the, if we take a look at the daily, and somewhere up around here, we could have got in near this 57, 58 level, or somewhere around the 59. Essentially, on these, as we break these, these level here, and essentially it's like a little bull flag. And right now we're still sort of looking at this bull flag measure move, which was somewhere around 74. So we still did hit that target, and you can see that this thing is pretty bearish with this big, a red candle here last Friday, and on Thursday we got this little doji here. So that's or a spinning top, that kind of stuff. Right now, we essentially are looking for the possibility of holding somewhere around this level, this 60. I think a lot of people is eyeing this level, and I wouldn't be surprised that we're going to go below that and come down to somewhere around this 57, 56 area, and we test this level for support before we get a little bounce. I think we'll probably, suck a lot of the potential short to come in. A lot of people just been, shorting this thing up, and finally maybe the bear could get a little revenge, and then if they're, getting too greedy and looking for a, further downside, then we might get a little pop up here, and that might be a little bit of a bounce and trap some of these short, and then maybe we form a sort of little bear trap, and a bear flag, then it come down like this. So we essentially maybe set up. I mean, that's one of the scenario. I'm not saying that's what they're gonna do, but those are the stuff that one have to kind of speculate on, and put them on your game plan, and just to be on the lookout for it. So if we also take a look at the intraday, you can see on the intraday, I also got the Fibonacci retracement joint up here, and here's the 62. And like I said, this is basically, some sort of the level that a lot of people is eyeing for support on a daily chart that we just went to. And mostly get down here, you see that there's a little bit of support down here between this, somewhere around this 57 area. So that's essentially the one I'm going to keep an eye on for next week. What's long on that? And right now I'm out of Twitter because essentially I have taken my profit, and just waiting for another setup to see if I want to take another trade on it, because we don't have to chase the stock. These things, essentially got a little parabolic run, and we never know how much of a pullback would experience before it start go back up again. So we've seen that on Facebook, right? And so right now we're looking at Facebook kind of pulling back a little bit as well. If we take a look at the weekly chart, you can see that they have formed a nice little sort of like a bull flag here. So we're essentially still looking for this thing to get up to that bull flag target Right now, it's kind of got this little pullback here, and I did take a partial profit on it because like we said, bulls and bear, make money. Pigs, get slaughtered in the market. So don't be a little greedy when you have a little profit. At least protect your unrealized profit here. If you try to be too greedy, a lot of time, the market will kind of slap you a couple of times and wake you up. And we don't want to give up all these, gain. So it's always good to take a little profit, like there's the old saying, one can never go broke by taking profit. And if we take a look at the weekly, okay, we already look at the weekly. Let's take a look at the intraday. See the intraday, let me clear some of these out here. And the intraday, right now, essentially looking at this area for potential support here, this 54. So we might get a little bounce right off here near that 55. So it's been, kind of trending along this, this line here. So wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit further downside to kind of shake the tree a little bit, like we said, before it, try to make a little bit more of an attempt to get back up to this, this high here. Okay. And then the other one that a lot of people is also looking at is, of course, the good old Apple. Let's take a look at the weekly on the Apple, and let me clear some of these lines here. See, there's nothing wrong with this chart here as far as Apple is concerned. If we take a look at here, it's still kind of trending up pretty nicely here, on this channel here on a weekly basis. Although it got a little bit of a pullback, but you see this little bit of a flag here, and wouldn't be surprised that we get back up and try to tag this essentially, this level here, the 594 area. So, and right now, we're essentially still keeping an eye on Apple. And there's so many Fibonacci retracement that I drawn. It's kind of a little bit of a mess here. But the things that I want to essentially show is if we look at this, this Fib retracement here, okay, and we seems to have this, 161 leading up to near this 580, and we got to this 572. I believe that was 572 somewhere. And then also the other thing is it's essentially, on this retracement, it came up, come back down to the about this 50%, and then it broke through and came up to this 141 before it break, pull back. And then once we have seen that, then I also did another, retracement based on this particular swing, and then pull back close to the, 618, kind of hover around this 78, 78.6 before it break through. Then it went up to this close to this 161, right? And then it kind of pulled back. So right now, if we take a look at this particular swing, and you can see that it actually came back down to about this 50% retracement, and now it's kind of testing this 78.6. So we'll kind of look for this potential break about this pivot, then maybe we'll get up to that 594 area. Okay. So right now, essentially, that's what I'm looking at because on RBAX every week on Friday when Apple go to weekly option expiration, there's always so many pending stuff going on. That's pretty hard to put much of a credence on the price action of giving you a trend or anything like that. But if we look at the intraday chart here, you can see that this is the level that's kind of got some low resistance here, and here's that 554 area, and we'll probably be looking at maybe coming down to this 551. So essentially, we'll probably be looking at somewhere around this particular test zone here if Apple do decide to come back down and test some of these support level. So I'd be looking at maybe the possibility of these areas here, this 554, 551 potential test for support. So we need to see how the price hold up when it come down at this particular level here. And the next one we'll look at is Netflix. All right, Netflix has continued to trend within this price channel, and I am still looking for it to come back up to this 390 area here. Right now, it seems to be coming down and test with this support here, so it's key to see how the price action gonna continue when it start resume trading next week. Because you can see that it's in a pretty nice trend, but coming up on this particular channel here. Okay, so and if we take a look at the intraday, okay, some of these here's this low resistance here, and kind of testing this support down here at this 365, 366 level here. Wouldn't be surprised if it dip and try to spook people out at that 354, but it could be coming down to the 360s, 361. We'll have to see how this thing hold up right here because that is one of the pretty key level for me to watch here because it come down and have a broke this trend here as well. So, but in the longer term, we can see that Netflix is still pretty bullish in terms of the trend until we start breaking down some of these support area here. If we come back down to, let's say, to this this level here, which is around 354, and it break this, then I might go back and reassess the price action and the price trend. Okay, so and then we finally take a look at Google. You can see Google is continuing to hit new high, although it got a little bit of a a hangman type of candle on Friday. If we look at the weekly, you can see, I mean, Google just continue to make new high. And if we take a look at, let me put a little Fibonacci retracement here on this this particular level, and get on this here and see where does it get us. And you can see this 1150 here. This is the 161. So that could be the next potential target for Google. Right? And looking at the intraday chart here, we can see that somewhere around here, this 1120. Okay. And maybe a possible support down here, 1090. Right. But here's the near term would be somewhere around this particular level, somewhere around the 1008. 1108, 1107 area. So we kind of keep an eye on that. You can see this nice little sort of a double bottom here on the intraday, and book this, and then here's where it break out. So essentially, let's take a look at Amazon. Yeah, we haven't looked at Amazon for quite a while. So if we take a look at Amazon, again, Amazon is continuing to make a new high. Although it's kind of pulled back just like everybody else, most of these high beta stock last Friday, and it's kind of pulling back here. Also near this 398, 399, close at 399 area. But you can see that this continue to rise here, although it's getting a little bit of a steep slope here. But looking at the weekly, the trend is still up. We haven't seen much of a blowout yet. We need to see this, maybe a quick surge and get some sort of a bearish candle. And if we take a look at the candle, still it's not too, not too bad here actually for the chart of Amazon. But definitely you don't want to chase this guy right now if you're not long. And if we take a look at the intraday chart here, so we kind of got a little bit of a resistance here. Come down here, maybe found some intermediate support here down at this 396.97, and if we can't hold that, we might be seeing this might be dipping down to these level here, somewhere around the 390. So so those are the some of the chart that or the stock that you might want to keep an eye on. Okay, one more. I guess we almost missed this guy here. Is Tesla. Right? Tesla have been pulling back since it reached the this high here, 194.50 in back in December. I mean at September, and seems to have pulled back here. From this Fibonacci here. If we take a look at come down and it came back down here near the 50% retracement. A lot of people, well, I call this a retracement zone, and then it came back up to this this 618. Once you break this 618, right now seems to be hovering around this 78.6 area here. If we could break through that, then we might be able to see it to come back up and possibly test this old high here. But if it fail and it come back down below this 618 retracement zone near that 153, then I'd be looking forward to essentially set up this, essentially give us a little bit of a bear flag, right? This here, and then we might be coming down to this level, going down in that direction. So right now, essentially we need to keep an eye on this 160 level here to see can it take out this particular area, resistance. And if it can't, then we could also draw another Fibonacci retracement. You know, Let me set this up, and then we could kind of see where are some of the potential downside level. Let me use the closing basis. So I'm going to use the close near here. Okay. So, and if I take this out, okay, zoom this in. So if it can't take out, because you see this swing here, right? This swing here, right? And then come back up to this 50% level, right? See this doji here. And this is more like a, you could also say that this could be forming like a shooting star or a formation type of, and it's coming down. And if we break this level here, right, then it will be kind of bearish, okay? So if we come down and break this, 150, 149 level, I believe, okay, somewhere around there, that 149, then we gotta be really be careful, because then we gotta watch this, this support here, okay, and then if that doesn't hold, we essentially could play it, watch this potentially come down at this level and test this 120 area. And if we break that 120, then we start looking at this Fibonacci retracement. Essentially, we're looking at this type of a play now, right? Okay, right, and that could be, pretty bearish, and it could come down to this 100 level as a near-term target. Not saying that's going to happen, but once again, you got to project a lot of these different scenarios. So when it starts to show you that kind of price action, you won't be caught like a deer, standing in front of a headlight there, and kind of frozen, don't know what to do, and get totally surprised and shocked. So those are some of the stock that cover in this video, and keep an eye on to for the coming week, especially within the next few days before 2014 rolled in. So good luck on your trading next week, and Happy New Year.